You know, now that we have some big Nintendo Switch 2 games like Metroid Prime 4, Kirby Air Riders, and Pokemon Legends ZA, it got me to thinking, what is the future of the Nintendo Switch 2 gonna look like when it comes to big Nintendo IPs? Could the Nintendo Direct in February that we usually do have hold some pretty big Nintendo Switch 2 games? What do you guys think? What games would you like to see Nintendo be announced? I'd honestly like to see the next Legend of Zelda myself. Hey guys, it's Rob here, and welcome back to the Robo Show, where we take the gaming news format that channels like Spawnwave or Arlo do, add a dash of animation and some cool editing on top to bring you your gaming news, leaks, and rumors in a fresh new way. In this video, we are going to talk about some pretty exciting and great Nintendo Switch 2 news if you guys were looking to pick up a Nintendo Switch 2 this holiday season, to a new Square Enix game that is now compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2, to even some new Mario Kart World news as well, and some pretty interesting rumors going around about another Nintendo IP getting a new movie or TV show. So the Nintendo Switch 2 has been a blast for me. I'm going to be picking up Metroid Prime 4 today, and I've been finishing up Age of Imprisonment on the side leading up to the release of Metroid Prime 4. We also had Hades, which I haven't had too much time on, but what I played I really did enjoy, and I'm going to be getting to that after a couple other games that are finished up. But I think one thing that's really been on my mind aside from the game side is the movie and TV side. I mean, for longtime fans of this channel, you know that I started my channel out on movie stuff, so I'm really excited to combine the two together. And even more exciting, there seems to be a rumor going around about Metroid joining the Mario universe, which is really exciting, and I do have some sort of idea on how they can do that. One thing I've always found pretty interesting is that time between when Mario landed in the Mushroom Kingdom and leading into that pipe before he got to the Mushroom Kingdom, there was a scene in between that showed a whole bunch of different places. So what if these pipes do lead to different worlds that have to do with other Nintendo IPs? I thought that would be really cool. And who knows, maybe that is gonna happen. This is what my time to shine H over on Twitter has to say. Scoop. Universal is trying to secure the rights for a Metroid movie to add to its planned Mario Cinematic Universe. And moving on to the next topic, for those who do want to save some money on the Nintendo Switch 2, especially if you're going to be picking up Mario Kart World, there is a very fantastic deal going on for the Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. So this is what Nintendo Life has to say. If you haven't already got a Switch 2 and happen to be located in the US, the bundle deal included a download copy of Mario Kart World has gone on sale for Cyber Monday. This bundle deal is currently available on Amazon, Walmart, Target, and Best Buy for $449 instead of the usual $499, so you're saving $50. Now, as for how long this deal is going on, according to them, they say a regular Switch 2 bundle is normally priced at $449, so the current offer on the Mario Kart World bundle brings it down to the same price. Nintendo has also previously mentioned how the Mario Kart World bundle would be a limited time production through fall 2025 in the US and is available while supplies last. So if you guys do want to save some money on Mario Kart World and also the Nintendo Switch 2, it's definitely worth picking this up, especially if you were just going to get this game and the Switch 2 at first and then later on buy some more games later down the line. And speaking of Mario Kart, it seems that we do have a new update for Mario Kart World. Now there is a number of changes when it comes to things like the items, the actual courses themselves, and overall just a pretty big update when it comes to changing things across the board when it comes to this game. This update is version 1.4.0 and it was released on the 2nd of December 2025, and if you want to research all the stuff for that, because there's quite a long list, this is what Nintendo Life had to say on some of those changes. The new update for the Switch 2 exclusive adds a bunch of general changes. This includes the addition of custom items in the items rule, some music related improvements, online updates, course changes for certain modes, and more. Now again, if you guys want to click on the link down below, there will be a link to this article and I'll have all the changes to it if you want to take a look at those. And if not, we are moving on to the next topic, which has to do with another racing game, Sonic Racing. So according to Nintendo Life, they say Sonic Racing Crossworlds Switch 2 Edition is out today, includes paid upgrade path for Switch players. So according to them, Sega just released a Nintendo Switch 2 Edition digitally actually for Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and it's going to be available for $69.99 or your regional equivalent. As for the physical version of this game, it's going to be re-releasing in early 2026, so if you want to wait for the physical version, you might have to wait somewhere in January or a little bit after that. We don't have an exact date for it, but other information that they say is that if you're an existing owner of the Switch release and don't want to miss out, there's a Nintendo Switch 2 upgrade pack which is available, and it's normally priced at $10, but you'll get an introductory discount bringing it down to just $5. Now this $5 discount only lasts until the 11th of December 2025, so you only have a couple days. They also note that the Werehog DLC pack is available for a free download until the 17th of December, so if you do get that game, make sure you pick that up, because that's just free. You know, who doesn't love free stuff? They also say you can carry over all of your content in progress in the Switch release to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well, which isn't really too surprising. I feel like every single game should be doing that. As for what's in the Nintendo Switch 2 version, they say there's improved performance and resolution as well. Circling back around to Metroid Prime 4, apparently Metroid Prime 4 now has some new songs on the Nintendo Music app. The first one is Metroid Prime 4 main theme, the second one is Fury Green, the third one is the Sacred Tree, and the fourth one is Viola, fifth one Ice Belt Power On, the sixth one is going to be Carvex, and the seventh one is going to be Volt Forge. Of course, Metroid Prime 4 just launched, so it's no surprise that they're adding new music to this app. I hope they do continue to add new music because, you know, a lot of Nintendo games have really fantastic soundtracks, and sometimes they don't add them on the launch of some of these games, and sometimes they do. So, especially like if the next Animal Crossing comes out, Animal Crossing always has really fantastic music, so I hope they do add that whenever, like, maybe there's a new soundtrack when the update comes for the Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch 2 update. That would be really cool. I'm sure they're going to be adding new music for that. And moving on to the next topic, it seems that there's another game that's compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2 from the Square Enix library, and that game is going to be Chrono Cross: The Radical Dreamers Edition. Now, something to keep in mind, according to Nintendo Life, there were some problems with this game previously on the Nintendo Switch 1 version, and it seems that, according to Nintendo anyways, from the website, they say previously identified issues have been resolved with an update, so those should be fixed now, and the Nintendo Switch 2 should be compatible with this game as well, which is really great for people who do own that game. Now, this update was released on the 2nd of December, so it's been about 2 or 3 days at least from the time of this recording. I've never really played this game myself. Maybe I'll look into it and see if it's a game that I'm interested in now that it's available for the Nintendo Switch 2. In fact, this is the first time I'm actually hearing of this game. I've heard of Chrono Cross, but I've never heard of Chrono Cross: The Radical Dreamers Edition though. And speaking of Square Enix games, man, Square Enix, when are you gonna put the Kingdom Hearts games and, you know, might as well add Final Fantasy 13, 1, 2, and Lightning Returns as well on the Nintendo Switch 2. I would buy those up in a second. Especially the Kingdom Hearts games, as long as they're actually on the cartridge. I don't want any game key cards, and I don't want any cloud versions. We don't want that anymore. Now, there is another bundle for the holiday season. Now, as far as I can tell, this is only the UK so far, but I would assume they bring it to other territories, and I would be shocked if they didn't. So this is what Nintendo Life has to say. On the official Nintendo website, if you order the Switch 2 bundle, you'll get a Nintendo Switch Online 12-month individual membership and a Luigi ornament on your Christmas tree or shelf for free. That's €429.99 for a new console, a game, Nintendo Switch Online service for a year, and a little bonus. By the way, it does come with Mario Kart World as well. Now, you have quite a long time to actually get to this. They say the deal is on until the 11th of January 2026, so you have a good like a month and a half for that, and you're saving €58.97 compared to buying all 4 things individual. Now, keep in mind that the 12-month isn't the one that includes the GameCube, it's just kind of the base version, so it's the $20 that you buy for a year for the Nintendo Switch Online service, but you know, it's still nice to save a little bit of money here and there. But yeah, that's all the topics for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think about these down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.